Pope Benedict XVI, a look at his papacy. Pope Benedict XVI, also known as Joseph Aloisius Ratzinger, served as the Pope of the Catholic Church from 2005 to 2013. He was the first Pope to resign since Pope Gregory XII in 1415. In this video, we'll be exploring some of the key events and issues that marked Pope Benedict's papacy. Part 1. Traditional Catholic Teachings and Values. Pope Benedict XVI was known for his conservative stance on social and moral issues, such as abortion, contraception, and same-sex marriage. He also emphasized the importance of the traditional Latin Mass and defended the Church's teachings on the priesthood and sacraments. Part 2. Engaging with the Muslim world. Pope Benedict XVI made several efforts to improve relations between the Catholic Church and the Muslim world. He visited several Muslim-majority countries and gave a series of lectures on faith and reason, which were later published as a book. Part 3. Dealing with the sexual abuse crisis. Pope Benedict XVI faced significant challenges in addressing the widespread sexual abuse of minors by priests within the Catholic Church. He apologized for the Church's failure to adequately address the issue and implemented new policies to prevent future abuse. Part 4. Supporting the Church in Africa. Pope Benedict XVI paid particular attention to the growth of the Church in Africa, visiting several African countries and promoting the formation of local clergy. He also addressed issues such as HIV/AIDS and poverty on the continent. Part 5. Advocating for peace. Pope Benedict XVI made several efforts to promote peace and reconciliation around the world, including visits to war-torn countries such as Iraq and Israel, and efforts to address conflicts in the Middle East and elsewhere. Part 6. Pope Benedict XVI's death. Pope Benedict XVI, also known as Joseph Aloisius Ratzinger, died on December 31, 2022 at the age of 95. His health had reportedly been worsening in the days leading up to his death. Pope Benedict XVI's funeral on January 5, 2023 is expected to attract around 60,000 people, while around 30,000 people are expected to visit St. Peter's Basilica each day that the Pope's body is lying in wake. The funeral is expected to be smaller in attendance than Pope John Paul's funeral in 2005. Which was attended by hundreds of thousands of people and saw around 2 million people file past his bier in St. Peter's Basilica. There will be increased security measures in place for Pope Benedict's funeral, including the closure of airspace over St. Peter's and the deployment of 1,000 police officers. Rome's public transportation system will also be adjusted to handle more passengers. The funeral is expected to be marked by simplicity, in accordance with Pope Benedict's wishes. Delegations from Germany and Italy will also be present. Conclusion. Pope Benedict XVI's papacy was marked by a focus on traditional Catholic teachings and values, efforts to engage with the Muslim world, and a commitment to addressing the sexual abuse crisis within the Church. He also supported the growth of the Church in Africa and worked to promote peace around the world.